1337 FM. Nerd Talk Radio.
Engage.
Hey guys, this is Matt from 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio, and once again we're back for Nerd Baking. In Canada we celebrate Thanksgiving on October 10th. I don't know why. Probably should Google it. But I've been invited over to my mom's house so we can have a turkey. So I opted to once again to make a pie. So what the pie I've chosen today is an English pie, one that I was introduced to by my wife, called a Banoffee Pie. Now pretty much what it is graham cracker crust, toffee that you make, and then bananas and whipped cream, and it is so good. So let's get at it. These are the ingredients we're going to use today. I'm going to use this condensed milk to make the toffee, the obviously bananas for the bananas, the heavy cream for whipped cream, and all the rest is just additives and spices, and it's going to turn out delicious. So what you're going to want to do now, first things first, because this is going to take 3 hours, you want to fill a saucepan up with some hot water, and you want to boil the condensed milk in the can. I know, that's how you make bombs, but hey, the heat is going to stimulate all the sugars within the milk, and it's going to, do whatever it does to make some delicious toffee or caramel. I'm not sure which actually. And you're going to want to probably set up to around 7/8 of the can, a little more than 3/4, just so it's all covered. You don't want to completely envelop the can in the water. That is going to be a bit sketchy, because I do believe the heat will come out from the top, so that it doesn't explode. So what you're going to want to do, fill it up like that. You do not want to cover it. Go over there, and you want to set it to boil. So for right now, I'm going to set it to high, and once it becomes a little bit of a roiling boil, I'll turn it down to maybe medium. Then after about an hour and a half, turn it down to maybe low, just so there's a bit of a roiling boil and everything gets going. So I'll see you guys in 3 hours. So now that the toffee part of the Banoffee Pie is almost ready, I'm going to start making the crust for this pie. And in order to do that, I'm going to need a can of something, because I need to make some graham cracker pies here. There we go. Healthy choice. Healthy request. Campbell soup. Okay, now we're going to want at least, since the recipe calls for 1.5 cups, that I need to fill this monster of a pie plate. I mean, it's like 2.5 feet across. Not really, but I think I'm going to up it to 3 cups. Now 3 cups is going to be quite a lot. So I need to crush a lot of this. So since the amazing place I live, I can't actually right now buy like a pre-done pie crust. I'll have to make my own, which I don't really mind, but a few of the things that I have to do today I didn't really plan on, but that's it, I suppose. I don't mind putting in a little bit of extra work, I really don't mind. Because it's all an adventure, it's all good times. So, normally you do this with like a rolling pin, but I don't own one of those back in my mom's house. I just forgot to take it when we moved out a while ago, so now, is that good, I wonder? A little bit more just for glam's sake. Okay, that's actually not bad. Pretty good. So let me pour this in, see how much I got. It really doesn't look like a lot. Where's the cup side? This is the cup side. Now that comes into about 1/2 cup, which isn't bad. This one luckily has more. So don't suppose it matters if there's like big sections to it. As long as it tastes pretty, eh, bye? As long as it tastes good. Okay, that looks like a little bit more. So now let's see how much we're working with here. I'm going to make a measure to 1 cup and have to do this another bunch of other times. But I figured I'd just show you this once to illustrate what I'm going to need to do. A little bit more. Okay, that is a little over a cup. Yeah. Now, I'm going to take a bowl. I'm going to have to mix my sugar in with this. My ground mix my sugar, I think, I don't know, about 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 or 3 tablespoons of ground ginger, and a bit of butter, a bit of melted butter. Make the pie crust of that, sort of form it all around. See how we're doing? And I will touch back in when it's all formed. And we are back. I just got all my 3 cups of graham crackers all ground up and in the mix. So now I put in a half a cup of white sugar, and now I'm going to put in probably 3 teaspoons of ground ginger. Now I love ginger. Ginger in anything. Ginger cookies, ginger ale, ginger beer. Oh, the bag is not cooperating, so I will cut it. And I can just imagine in the comments, no, I don't, ginger people, no, not really. And that is 1, 2, and 3. Oh, it smells good. Okay, now, to melt, probably 3/4 cup to a cup of butter, just to get all this mixed around. Give me 1 second. Yes, I'm cheating. I'm using allrecipes.com. Cup of butter. Because, you know, I've never really... I've made it, yes, but it's... I prefer to be precise than to eyeball everything. Everyone's like, why don't you just eyeball it? I'm like, because if it comes out wrong, I don't want to blame myself. But if I follow the recipe, it'll come out right. So, now what should I melt this in? Now, I might as well melt it in a measuring cup. It's microwave safe. Can put this other stuff back in the baking house. There you go. Bam. All right. 2. Now I'm going to melt this. I'll see you guys in a sec. And there's our melted butter. I'll add it to the mixture. But I do believe, since I used double the amount of graham crackers, I'm probably going to have to use the double amount of everything now. Because I would like to stay consistent in all of my ingredients. So therefore, I have to use a double amount of everything. Which means another cup of butter, which is, you know, so I bought this butter to bake with, so. And see you in a sec. And here's our 2nd cup of butter. I don't think we're going to need all of it. I'm probably just going to drizzle what I feel is appropriate. And get a little bit of that butter tidful out of there. And the mix is already looking pretty thick, as you can see. Now this is going to be the graham cracker crust, and it came out quite nicely. It smells divine. Oh. Now the thing about this, you have to this has to be done because it has to mix like this, and then it has to go in the fridge, so the butter can then sort of become butter, not melted butter, and it can all set. This is my electric guitar spatula. Well, I don't think I'm going to need the rest of this, but I'll keep it right there. So now for our beautiful pie plate. Look at that. That's like a hubcap. Oh, okay. Well, let's pour this on here so you guys can see it. But I'm left-handed, so it's going to be a bit gimp. Pour the pie crust in the pie plate. And form it. Form it. It has to create the little walls as well, instead of just making a base. Because, oh yeah, that's perfect. Is it hot? No, it's not. Okay, my hands are clean. Don't worry. I would prefer to actually get my hands in there. I love messy baking, like baking, doing this stuff. Get my hands dirty, get right in there, get the feel of everything. I'm not going to do anything fancy with the crust. I was thinking it, but nah, there's no real need. So, perfect. Finish at the top here. Oh, compress it in on the sides, make a little bowl. And that, my dear ladies and gentlemen, is our pie crust for this upcoming lovely pie. I can't wait to eat it. Like the Banoffee Pie is one of my favorite things in the world to eat. It's so good. So now that the pie crust is ready, the filling just came off the stove. It is probably hot as hell because it's been boiling for 3 hours. So I'm going to let it about 10-15 minutes for that to cool down. And then I'm going to open them up. And then we're going to pour it on in there. We're going to layer it with the bananas. I'm going to cut the bananas up. And I'll see you guys in a minute. And we're back with 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio. I'm about to chop these bananas here. Now, I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to peel this much. Bang! There you go. That's off. I've always wanted to take a banana and you go, just squeeze and see if it flies at the other end. You know, but it's all good. Oh, I love the smell of banana. So we're going to try to get the rest of this off here. Now, me being silly, probably created a little work for myself, but who cares? We want to use about 2 bananas worth. And I always chop this last little bit off because it just bothers me. I don't know why. Garbage. And you chop about 2 bananas worth, maybe a 1/4 inch long. So you don't want to I'm left-handed, so it's kind of covering the screen a little bit. And I make no apologies for being lefty. So once we get these 2 done, we'll have a look at my heavy whipping cream. So if I can get some powdered sugar, make the whipped topping that's supposed to go on the end. I'm going to also try to get some powdered cocoa, just a little drizzle over the top, you know, for a bit of presentation's sake. And after that, and then so let it cool for about hour, 2 hours, and then after that, oh, I love small bananas cut up. It reminds me, for some reason, it reminds me of preschool, because I remember going to preschool and they gave us like slices of banana, and it's just ingrained in my memory. So I'm going to do this one like normal because I sort of messed up the last one. There you go. It's just a regular banana. And for some reason, my weird sensibilities, I have to cut the ends off because I'm strange. And I don't know. I know people that eat it. And I'm like, man, that's like the seed in the back. Look at that. And they're like, oh, it's fine, man. Like, oh, whatever. It's your life. So after about 2, I might actually do 3 because this is going to be quite a big pie. And plus, you know, if I cover the rest of the pie and there's some banana left, I get to eat it. So I don't mind that at all. I love banana. Someone told me to try to eat 2 a day, and I was like, Jesus, if you lived where I live and had to pay what I pay for bananas, you wouldn't be eating 2 a day. So that, right there, we got 2 bananas worth of sliced banana. Now we're going to go over to my kitchen table, to my mixer, and start on the whipped cream. And we're back. We're about to make the whipped cream for this Banoffee pie. Now I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to start the Periscope live broadcast because I always like to do this, and I think it's just a good little bit of fun. And you know, it gets more people sort of watching me what I'm doing, and it lets you in the curtain a little bit behind the editing process. Making a Banoffee pie for YouTube. Start broadcast. And we're started. Hey, some Inception type stuff going on. There we are. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys down right there. And you can't really see me. There you go. But, hello, Internet. I'm going to just put a cup of heavy whipping cream into the bowl. Now, what I decided I wanted to do early on, I wanted you to see me measure everything. Now, I think it's important because normally on cooking channels and cooking shows, it's already pre-measured, and they have them in little cups. Like, there's a cup of this, boom, and then a cup of sugar, boom, and then I find it almost feels really, really pre-planned. Now I realize that it is, but I feel that if everything I do is available to you guys, and you guys can see it, then I think that adds a level of sort of honesty. Call me old-fashioned. Now we're going to want a teaspoon, wow, of vanilla extract. My neighbors are stomping on the floor. They tend to stomp on the floor like when I have Mike and Mark over, we're having a drink and recording our podcast and being loud and laughing loudly. And yeah, I think I annoy them. Who cares? And we're going to want 1 tablespoon of confectioner sugar. Now I don't have confectioner sugar, but I do have white sugar. So really this kind of have to do. And if it doesn't, whatever. I can run to the store and get some actual whipped cream. No big deal, but I do like to make my own. I'm about to put the bowl on here, which I chilled for about 15 minutes, and it's cold as hell. Now, this mixer, this industrial mixer, I say it's industrial, it's not industrial. Hi, you are from? I'm from Canada. You are from? I'm just going to put you guys down somewhere so you can see all the action that's going on here. I say action. Put a bit of cream left in the bowl. There we go. Down right there. Now we're going to want to stir it on medium and then low for about, I don't know, a few minutes, up until you can see that peaks forming. So now you got to bear in mind this is loud, and it's like an industrial machine because how much it is. Now we're just going to let that whip for a little while. In the meantime, I'm going to check out my pie crust and see how that's doing. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. This is one for the blooper reel. I accidentally flicked the handle up to 10, and cream went everywhere, including all over my phone. So, blooper reel. Another one for the blooper reel. Apparently I was using the wrong attachment. I'm so used to doing this for cake batter or brownie batter. So I use the batter attachment and I feel done. But it's all good because where was on now? Blooper reel. Now this is the consistency you're going to be looking for. So where you can see peaks forming in the whipped cream. Now you're going to want to taste it. Obviously don't taste it while that's going around. But also you do not want to over whip it. Whip it. You don't want to over whip it because it'll go a bit clumpy. And let's check it out here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's have a taste. Yeah, it's pretty good. Actually, I do think it needs about 30 seconds more. And then we should be good. Once that's finished, take the pie crust out of the fridge, open up the cans of Banoffee, toffee, sorry, and we'll get all the pie assembled. So now the pie crust has been in the fridge, cooled down. Our bananas are sliced, our whipped cream is made, our coffee has been boiled. I'm a little terrified of opening this thing. I've only ever done this with my wife. She's always been the one to do this. And I've always had a little mission statement every time I go to make a video, or every time I go to make something. My little mission statement for these videos is that even if it is a failure and I didn't do something right, I'm still going to put this up. So if you guys do indeed want to make this sort of dish in the future, want to make the apple pie, okay. See, I don't know why. Pressure builds up inside and it makes me nervous. If you guys want to build, like, you know, make a pie, make a Banoffee pie, make an apple pie, whatever I'm going to make in the future, I want you guys to know that even if I screw it up, I'm still going to put it up on the channel. I might not necessarily give it to my parents to eat, but I will still put it up so you guys can see that at least I tried. At least I tried to do something. And oh, that's good. I just need to stir it up. That's all. So, you know, maybe you guys don't make the same mistakes I possibly made. So pretty much this is good. This one's actually not bad. It's a bit thicker on the bottom, but I think that's to be kind of expected because the top was the one partly sticking out of the water. So it's hot as well. Well, it was just boiling. Yeah, thanks, no problem. But actually, this isn't looking too bad. I'm actually rather proud of myself. And when I say my wife is probably going to be really rather proud of me for once. So I want to just get this all mixed up because I want desirable consistency throughout. But it's hard to hold. Not like me. So if I can get this mixed up currently, I can start adding the layers. So then once I've done the layers, I can do the rest of the topping and then put it in the fridge. And then I'll probably come back in about an hour and a half once everything's sort of settled. Oh, it's hot. And hopefully it turns out well. I mean, I'm sure obviously my parents are going to be nice. They're going to eat it whether it's crap or whether it's good. But I don't really want to feed them crap. If I'm not satisfied, I've always said, if I'm not satisfied with it, I'm not bringing it out. I'm not putting it out, but I'll still make a video about it. So, this is what really you're looking for. I hope people appreciate how hot it is and how much that's burning my fingers. Ow! So, I should probably get an oven mitt, but y'all know, who needs fingerprints? Alright. Well, we're going to put on the base layer right here. Just a little drizzle on the bottom. It's like a tin's mug in the morning. You're going to hold it by the corners like this. So, there we go. I think that should be it for this layer. Now I'll let that settle down, like so. Kind of even it out. I may have made a grave mistake by not making enough. But there are 2 cans. Let's find out. Now, one little bit of layers down, I'm going to take some banana and in concentric circles, sort of layer the banana through the Banoffee. I say Banoffee, it's toffee, it's not Banoffee, because it's banana toffee Banoffee. I had never heard of it until I went to England, until my wife and I and my mother-in-law were at a place called Althorpe House, where Princess Diana, her family's estate, and we were, because I'm a big history buff. I like, historic things, and obviously England is just pure old things. It's just castles everywhere, and I couldn't believe it. And we were at Althorpe House, like I said. We were going, because it's like a huge estate, you kind of like walk around, but since there's so much ground to cover, there's like little food stands and like a little courtyard. And it was hot, because no one believes me when England gets hot in the summer. Not in the south, but sort of the middle country. Now that one's done. We'll add another layer of caramel, toffee. I'm going to get that right eventually. Oh yeah, I think there's going to be plenty here. But yeah, we were at, I wanted to get some ice cream. Because everything in England, for some reason, all the food was so good. The butter is unbelievable. It's whipped real butter. So it's just like, you have it on your crumpets. Because if I'm in England, I'm going to eat crumpets, right? It's the place to do it. And I had some ice cream, and I didn't know what to pick out because there was a bunch of weird flavors. And I got like that sort of cone with like 4 things. So my video camera's ready, and I don't know when it died. We've got the top level toffee on these bananas, and I was just sort of chatting away, plugging away at this pie, and went to turn to regard the camera. Well, none. So I don't know where I left off. I don't know what I was saying, and I don't know what you last seen. But you know what? I'm gonna be a trooper, and I'm gonna continue. So I've been keeping this hot because you need to do this while it's hot, and just going to really quickly over the rest of these bananas. Cut her off there, and put another layer. Oh, delicious! A banana over the top of this here. So I might need another banana cut up, but if we do, it's no big deal. But yeah, like I was saying, and I don't know if you heard me, the first time I had Banoffee was in the Althorpe House in England, and it was Banoffee ice cream, and I didn't know what it was. Tried it. It was amazing. So hopefully, every time me and my wife are in the holidays, we always make a Banoffee pie. Usually she makes it because I'm boiling heavy, what's it called, like condensed milk in a can makes me nervous because that's how bombs are made. So every time it goes to be made, she makes it. Yeah, I'm gonna need another banana cut up. Luckily I came prepared. So hopefully this year I'm the one who makes the Banoffee pie, and I'll be the hero. Yay! And we're back. I've got a layer of banana down. Now to cover it again with some more toffee. Now I'm layering this stuff thick because I have a little too much. But some people argue you never can have too much. I was supposed to use, I think, 14 ounces of this toffee, and I used 20. But the thing about this pie is everything was a little big. This pie plate is massive. I think it's like 13 inches, which is huge. It's supposed to be 9, so I doubled up on almost everything. Oh, it tastes so good. So, like I said, I doubled up on almost everything, including bananas, including actual toffee. The one thing I didn't double up on was the whipped topping, which I don't think I need to because there's not a whole lot of area, like surface area to this thing. Not inside that this whipped cream can't cover anyway. So there's no big deal really, but it's going to be a hefty pot. Let me tell you that. I'm not a man of shy proportions, as you can see from my belly and or man boobs. But hey, whatever. You know what? You live life, eat good food. Who cares? I'm not upset with it. My wife isn't upset with it. I'm in good health. So what's the big deal? It's all good. Be happy. You enjoy, eat good food, enjoy life. So, there. That would be the last slice of banana that goes on. Let's have a look here. Yeah, let's have a look. How does that look? Looks beautiful. I like it, and the crust isn't too bad. It's all pretty good actually. So, what we're gonna do now? Put whipped topping on. So this is the old electric guitar again. Gonna put some whipped topping on this bad boy. Now I'm looking pretty much just to dump it on there. This is super awkward because I had the shots planned out. I had the lighting done, tripod done, and my battery decided to die, which is annoying. But hey, I'm anything if not resourceful. So I was on Periscope. You guys want to check that out. And I was on here. This is just recording off my phone. So it's pretty much just, I'm going to layer everything I got on here and then just smooth it out. Get a little bit of powdered cocoa. Put over the top, get a little bit of garnish. And then from there, put it in the fridge for an hour, 2 hours, see how it all sets. And I will probably take a video of me eating a slice tomorrow. So, this has been, as always, 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio. This is Matt, signing off.